thou shalt be authentic to thy true self. Most people aren't authentic to their true selves. They wear masks. And why do they do this? They do it because from childhood they've been conditioned to fit in and please people, rather than and that gives them the ability to feel good enough. Yeah,
I just see this so much in my early days in therapy. You know, people would have these childhood hang-ups, and really you're just conditioned based on your childhood and society and everyone around you. You know, that's who you think you are because of the expectations of everyone around you. It's like the farmer who found an eagle's egg and then he put it in his barnyard with the turkeys, and so you know, you can imagine this eagle grows up thinking it's a turkey and it scratches around and hunts for worms, and then one day it looked up and saw this magnificent bird, this eagle flying high above, and said to his friend, "Who's that?" And his friend said, "Well, that's the eagle, but we're turkeys. You know, we belong to the barnyard. We belong down here." So the eagle lived and died a turkey because that's who he thought he was. And so in this story, it's just a perfect metaphor for us. We live in this constrained life. You know, we live in a prison of our mind because of who we think we are, with these beliefs and values that are all like bars in a cage. And the key to an amazing marriage and an amazing life is to break out of the cage and be our authentic self, to take off the masks and actually look at inside and see who we really are, and to be that person fully self-expressed. It's really, really important.
Yeah, and bringing this into another context, if I think about myself, you know, as a young child, I just loved people and being creative. And my parents, sincerely thinking that they were giving me the best advice, said, look, science and maths is the pathway to a career. So, you know, dutifully I did the Hort Science degree. And, you know, it wasn't until my early 40s that I had the courage to actually look back at and actually strip off those layers and find my authentic self.
Yeah.
And the thing about this journey is that as we become free to be our authentic selves, as we find that person again that we probably knew in early childhood before it was all conditioned out of us, it also gives us an amazing potential in our relationship as we are our fully expressed best selves, you know, because the quality of your marriage is determined by who you are being in your relationship.
Yeah, it's a be, do, have model. You know, we're being our best selves. When we're being happy, then we're doing happy things and we're having a happy life. But if you're being fearful, then you're going to do kind of very defensive things to protect you from the tigers in the jungles, you know, so to speak, and then you're going to have a very unhappy life. And so you've got to be your authentic self. You know, when Chris was started to really come into her own, you know, and she started to really flourish, you know, our relationship flourished because she's happy, she's being herself.
Yeah, and in fact, you joined me.
Yeah.
So you just never know what might happen when we find our true authentic selves. It certainly absolutely empowers relationships. But, you know, it's not your fault, because most people have never really been told how to uncover this authentic side of themselves and to let go of the constraints and the disempowering beliefs that have that are layers that are stopping them being their true self. So you need to find your authentic self. And as we said earlier, you know, this is really impacts powerfully who you are being in your marriage and in your relationship. And there are a number of strategies that can help you with this. And Grant's book, The Outer Her Process, is a great place to start. So if you'd like a copy of his book and the other strategies of a $1 million marriage, then click on the link below and we'll gladly send you a copy.